Abby, I'm glad you asked. Got my calendar right here. July 17th at Red Run, and then July 31st, I have the American Golf outing for the Cancer Society.
I also have the American Cancer Society golf outing on the 31st, and also I got yours on the 18th, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna
Boys, these are a lot of events and golf outings.
Well, you want me to miss my own golf tournament?
Gabby, they're all great golf.
I mean, this is.
Hold on. I got this. Guys, I got this. Don't worry about it. Hold on a second.
He always says that.
Hey guys. Thanks for coming so fast. How are ya? Remember the guys from Randy Wise, right? Sir.
Oh.
The Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
Watch for the eye.
Stay tuned.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports. And some, well, not so much. Brought to you in part by Premier Security Solutions, Fairway Packing Company, and Swiss Insurance. Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on WoodWardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy. That's my guy Spinmo Rats.
What up, though?
We got World Heavyweights, Young Christian T. Booth, JB Smooth, the 1 to 2s, alongside Young Lucas. Upon him, big show. Hit the like button. You guys have it already. 5-star reviews on podcast
Yeah, what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Travis City is reportedly the cocaine capital of the United States
Cocaine
of America.
Cowboys, baby.
When it comes to cocaine use, Travis City ranked number 1 with 23.8% of its population of 15,675 having taken the drug. According to the study, Grand Rapids came in at number 9 with 21.4% of its population of 195,000. I mean, really, Grand Rapids is like the cocaine capital. The fuck you like.
See, I think you should just go do the study in East Lansing. I bet it's like 55%.
No way.
Fact.
No way.
And go down in the DMs.
That doesn't even relate to cocaine use.
Isn't that Echo fucking with you?
Nah, I can't even hear that. I don't have my thing turned up.
Oh.
Oh, now I do.
He's got the headphones in for show.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll take it out. Yeah,
Well-
I never had this thing on. Usually it's us. We come back from break. I hear the commercials every fucking day. So
Enough with all these golf outings.
yeah. Yo, you know
Too much golf.
guys, enough.
You want me to miss my own tournament?
You know what would be funny as fuck is if we did reenact it.
Reenact that.
The commercial? Completely.
We should.
And play as our intro one day.
We do. We should.
Who's D-Mac?
I'll be D-Mac.
I kind of want you to be Gabby. You have long hair.
All right, yeah, I'll be Gabby. You can be D-Mac.
Will you wear the dress?
Chris can be Braylon.
All right, but
JB can be Randy Wise. Lucas is Tim.
Yeah. Either way, Travis City, cocaine capital of the world.
Yeah.
But it's per capita.
And I have an announcement. I am moving to Traverse City. I'll see you guys in a couple years.
Live shows every Friday.
Live shows every Friday.
Spinny sold
Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Spinny sold his brand new car to buy a cabin up north in Travis City.
I did, yeah. I'm taking a night shift job at a local bar.
Actually, fuck it. I've said way worse in the show.
What?
was that?
I've been accused of
Did you just have
banging
a
my
stroke?
cousin this show. Yeah, I did. Too much cokies. Well, I was going to say, I've partook.
Yeah.
Not worth the hype.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to have a seizure. Not worth the hype. It's like a 10-minute thing. You need to re-up it,
That's it, just keep
and then
going.
you feel like shit the next morning.
Keep the dragon going. Unless you just... There's never a next morning if you just keep fucking going.
And then it just constantly like...
Honestly?
And then like the other thing too, because obviously we all have friends who partake all the time, and like, well, not all of us, I guess, but like the business ideas.
Yeah.
It's like a business idea of drug, and it's the worst business ideas too.
Yeah.
Like none of
Let's
them are
buy
ever good.
all the old blockbusters and start selling used DVDs.
Yeah. It's
We
nostalgia.
can corner the market.
I swear, bro. And like the first time, I never. Well, obviously until you catch on, but like one of the first like ones that was thrown my way, I was like, yeah, dude, like I support you. You should totally do that business idea.
Yeah.
Fucking 20 minutes. I have another one. Here's another business. Like,
and you definitely make plans. Somebody I know would always make plans. Always make plans. Be like, yeah, we'll go do this tomorrow. Be like, fuck yeah. And then wake up the next morning and be like,
yeah,
I'm not trying to do that shit.
What if whose idea was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not worth the hype.
But
if you haven't, then don't do it. Hold on. There's another cocaine thing. Conor McGregor.
Yes.
Accused of rape.
What?
At the NBA Finals game. Someone accused him of raping her at the hotel following the game. Yeah. He's obviously denied it. But things just aren't.
That's not a good look, man.
It's not a good look.
Like,
these guys have countless bad looks.
Yeah.
Still standing. But by the way, how does this guy keep surviving these situations?
No idea.
I mean, maybe I can't speak again. Accused. That doesn't mean he's guilty of it. But come on, dude.
Yeah, you're innocent until proven guilty, but like, shouldn't put yourself in a situation where that should even be an accusation.
Exactly. Look, you're fucking. He's not a billionaire, but you're a millionaire.
Isn't he married?
Yeah.
Eesh.
If he's not married, you know he's got two kids with a person he's been with for a very long time. I don't know. And there's also that video already out there of him, like, I am listening to my alcohol right now, it's trippy. But there's that video of him out there where he's like with the prostitute or whatever, she's like recording him sleeping.
Connor?
Also, like, if you got that much money, like, go get you one of them. I'm sure Miami's got plenty of them.
Oh yeah.
Also, how's Miami not the cocaine capital of the world? Probably just the per capita. Too much population.
Per capita, for sure.
Curving the number
there's
a
only
little bit.
15,000 people.
I know. But Grand Rapids, what was the number for? Can you pull that back up?
191,000.
That's a lot. Fucking.
That's a lot of people.
21% of.
Yeah,
whatever
let me
that
pull
is
it
a
up
lot.
again here. That was what it was.
I ain't no mathematician.
195,000.
That's a
9/11. Never forget. That is pretty
joke.
wild.
But yeah, all right, I'm done with the cocaine stories.
Okay,
You
so
start a business.
You want to? We should start a business. And our business is telling the truth. So
What?
I don't know. The Lions. We're gonna get into that later. They signed Sam Laporta, so that was good. But it was only a matter of time. We knew that was gonna happen. But you put in the Piston or in the prep Zion to the Pistons.
Yeah. You see that?
Yeah, I heard that they're shopping him.
You were we had a disagreement once upon a time where I was like, I feel like the Pelicans are almost better
That's how Zion
without
walks.
Zion at this point. What'd you say?
That's how Zion walks. He walks like he's got rocks in his shoes.
He don't walk that.
Yeah, he does, dude. It'd be like,
Nah, that's not a good idea.
no, not a good idea.
What
That's
off?
how he walks.
That's a cocaine idea.
Hi, I'm Zion Williamson.
No, he doesn't.
That's how he walks, bro. I'm telling you.
You know how I made the compilation of you from the other day? He was like, spit in my mouth when we fuck. And talking about all the rest of the shit. I'm making one today. Whatever that was.
The Zion walk, dude.
I'm gonna do all the cocaine like conversations.
You gotta go. I am moving to Traverse City, and then cut to Spencer walking like that.
But are you opposed to that, or are you for it?
So this is my question to you, because I once upon a time, because I said that like the Pelicans were on a run without him when they made the playoffs, and I felt like they should have just continued the playoffs without him.
They
just
did.
because they already like gelled. Mm-hmm. But you were like, why wouldn't you put in Zion? He's like this caliber player, X. And I'm curious what you think.
Yeah, no. He's a walking 26 and 12. Like,
So should the Pistons trade for him?
no,
Why? If he's a walking 26 and 12.
because he doesn't fit the team well. He's
I mean, he can fit.
injury prone.
It's the injury prone part.
Yeah. We know he can fit. He's having a baby.
Fits in a lot of things.
It's a lot of things, but
Nice.
nice. It's some porn stars, but it's if I want anybody on the Pelicans, it's Brandon Ingram. I don't know. Zion has played like 113 out of 365 games in his career.
I feel like it's less than that, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like he's played like 87 games.
It's tough. It's tough, man. It's the guy's generational talent. It's just humans aren't supposed to be that size. They're not supposed to be that big, that powerful, with 45-inch verticals. Like
Yeah. Charles Barkley did it.
Charles Barkley was 6'4".
How tall was Charles Barkley? Somebody look up?
I think he's 6'4" or 6'5".
I think he's listed as 6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah, I think he's like 6'5", 6'6". Zion listed at 6'6".
Yeah, Charles is 6'6".
How many games do you think?
Yeah, but Charles didn't have a 45-inch vertical. Like, Charles wasn't doing the shit Zion was doing.
I'm trying to find out how many games Zion's actually played. But it just has stars on them. Oh, that's from the season. Dude, how many games do you think Zion's played in a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons?
4 seasons?
Yeah.
92.
I mean, you're not too far off. 114 games.
Oh, I said 113 the first time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn, you're on the fucking money. It's like, would I love for Zion to be on the Pistons? Yes. But at this point too, like you don't, the asking price can't be much, bro. The guy is never, ever available.
And he's got a $195 million deal. I don't know when that ends.
And he's fucking everything.
Yeah.
This guy is just fucking
who, what, when.
Yeah. He's freaking putting up triple doubles.
Yeah, putting up triple doubles on the court. Not doing anything. Off the court, he's putting up triple doubles.
And he's off the court a lot more than he's on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it for the right price.
What's the right price for you?
Like the most I'd be willing to give up. Second round. I'm just kidding. I have no clue what the asking value for this guy is. What did KD end up going for this year, Chris? You remember?
He's not going.
KD went for translation everything.
Yeah.
Like everything that was
5
possible.
picks,
Mikal Bridges, 4 picks plus swaps, and Cam Johnson.
And Mikal Bridges.
KD was
Yeah, I
still
said that.
has been more available. He's won championships, MVPs.
And he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he's definitely on the downtrend of like his career as well.
Yeah.
Still.
But Zion just, I don't know, bro.
Booner says he wouldn't do it at any price.
At any price, I would do it at a price.
I mean,
He did windmill dunk in the pregame and then
Dent the fucking floor.
didn't play.
I would
I'd
do
give a Wiseman.
Bojan in a future first, like just 1 first in Bojan. I mean, that's way below what he would go for. Let's be clear. Even in this market, he would go for more than that. But I would be willing to sacrifice no more than 1 pick because I just don't believe that body is going to hold up throughout an NBA career.
Rita says, y'all
But him
drunk.
and
I'm
Zion-
trading for Zion.
Yeah, I'm trading for Zion for sure. But again, at the right price. Because I think there's something in there too with the contract. Like when you have that amount of injuries.
Yeah, his
you're not
contract
paying
is
that entire
incentive
fucking $195 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be fucking available for some of it, bro. What were you saying, Chris?
His contract is incentive based, but dude, just him
got a
and
weight
Duran,
lit
the
in there, too?
He
athletic,
does have a weight limit.
Yeah.
the athleticism in the
Mountain
front
Dew
court would be crazy.
What'd you say?
Of Duran and Zion front court would just be just
You're
nasty.
fucking nuts, bro. Just Cade and Zion alone, bro. Lob City.
That would be pretty gnarly.
Plus, he can. Zion's like, bro. It's a shame the health situation.
Todd
You
Sain
can't
said
get
he got
control.
issues with health and women. It's true.
Facts.
It's true. Issues with women can lead to issues with health.
It's true.
Spenny knows.
Yeah. My dick don't work. Let me tell you guys about SMA. SMA, or the sports marketing agency, helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
I'll stigma some.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not 1, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, 1 for you, 1 for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights Live on WorldSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris in the TD booth, JB Smooth. You can follow me at Speaky Sports _ Follow him at Spin Mo Rex. Follow him at the real Chris Belletti, not the fake one. Don't get confused. There's so many trying to imitate that guy. And JB up next.
The real one.
Lucas is in there too. Lucas, what even? You're not even active on Twitter, bro. Well, why are you laughing?
I'm getting on there.
Oh yeah, actually, recently you have been.
Yeah. I'm just not used to it. It's one of those things where it's like I never really used it in the first place, so it's like hard to get into the flow, but I'm gonna be dropping some reviews.
Yeah, Booner, like for a moment there was asking me like how to grow Twitter, and I really didn't have an answer for him. No. Like when I first started my Twitter, I was just throwing shit out there, like
throwing darts at the wall.
Like I was just saying some like wild shit. Less wild shit now because like it's kind of weird now too, because even on Instagram, like Sam Laporta's mom, Malcolm's mom, like they follow us, Cade's aunt, like it's. I feel weird when I post like ratchet ass shit because I'm like, what's his mom like think of me? Like,
they're probably cool moms.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they gotta be.
Yeah.
Surrounded by the boys all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you know what? I feel less bad. But yeah, just throw up like the porn stars you'd bang on your Twitter, maybe get more followers. Stuff like that. Yeah.
But did you hear the news today?
Did you hear the news today that Hard Knocks contacted the Lions about running it back for this year? Yeah, I did. And the Lions declined. It's crazy too. A customer told me this while like at Dispo, and I told him like, no, that's because this is how like Hard Knocks works. Is like it's with teams that have missed the playoffs in the past 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, and also have been on the show within the past 2 years, and those are the ones that can't say no. I never heard of like, at least it's public now, but openly reaching out to a team like, hey, like we want to run it back. Like you were nice like that. You know, shit's popping. Yeah, bro, it really is, man. Brand new whips just hopped it. And obviously I get the Lions like point options. Like, nah, we don't want none of that. We kind of just want to focus this season. Will you shut the fuck up? Go ahead. You tell us how you feel.
Sports Center top 10.
I can put a ball in the end zone. No, okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool that you know you're wanted. The team is big news. They obviously were such a big success last year, and then they added a whole nother element with the new rookies, the JMO drama, new coaching staff, what's going on there, new assistant coaches. So there's a lot to be liked about that, and it shows like, hey, Hard Knocks fucks with the boys. You know, Hard Knocks trying to chill with the boys again. So that's pretty cool. But I understand them saying no.
Put a bad bitch in a friend zone.
Ooh. I understand them saying no because like they got shit. Show. They got real expectations now. They got real shit they're trying to build towards. They're trying to win this division. They're trying to be a playoff team. They're trying to make sure these expectations that we all have for them is met. And that can be a distraction.
No, yeah, last year's was more of like a... Last year's was almost needed because the Detroit Lions like needed that little bit of a rebranding, and like we knew here locally that we had something here between like Dan Campbell, the all-player coaching staff, or what seemingly feels like an all-player coaching staff. But publicly they needed that rebranding because they were the lowest branch or low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying, to make fun of. And still to this day, a lot of people are like taking those swings and saying stupid shit. Adam Rank, my guy Mason, fucking, it's. They needed that rebranding. This year, they don't. And like you said, they're actually competing for something. Yes. They actually have their eye on the prize. And as much as they grew accustomed to having Hard Knocks around, and at the end of the day said they didn't mind it, you do act differently when there's a camera in front of your face. You just do. I don't care how often you think you're comfortable. You're automatically going to act differently. And they just want their sole focus to be on football. So I'm not mad at the Detroit Lions for saying no. Selfishly, obviously, yes. I would have fucking loved to see this team on Hard Knocks again. And I don't know whether they're talking about the mid-season Hard Knocks. Is there any clarification on if it was a training camp?
I know it said they were like struggling to get a team.
Yeah.
And now it's like the Jets, the Bears.
Because sometimes like teams like
the Saints.
Like I think I read that Rod Wood like picked up the phone and was like, we'll do it.
Pick up the phone, baby.
Pick up the phone, baby.
Yeah.
But now it's the Jets, Saints, Bears, and someone else. But you already know it's going to be the Jets.
It's going to be the Jets for sure.
How do you not capture like Aaron Rodgers' last like hope at a championship with another young team like the Jets? They have that same kind of like aura around them, or at least they did for the beginning part of last year. Obviously, it faded as the season went on, but now you add Aaron Rodgers, who's fucking polarizing to the mix. Like that's perfect for HBO television.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Big market, Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson drama, Robert Saleh, New head coach. They're adding pieces. What's going on there? They had the offensive and defensive player of the year. Offensive and defensive rookie of the year coming into camp. There's a lot of storylines that you could paint for the Jets that would be big for Hard Knocks, and obviously the number one is Aaron Rodgers. So,
I missed this from earlier. We were talking about Twitter for Lucas, but Detroit Dapper says Twitter's new in Ohio.
They don't have Twitter yet. They're still. They got Rumble though. You can believe that.
They definitely got.
You better believe Rumble. They got Rumble.
Amen, brother.
And they got Craigslist. What, Craigslist?
Yeah.
How is it a problem?
It's where it's like
Step into the microphone a little bit.
that's like kidnapping 101 in Toledo.
Craigslist?
Yeah. Go to
Really?
get a fucking fridge or some baby diapers, and it's not who you think.
Get
And
scooped
you're
up?
on I-75 and you're out the dough.
Damn, this is Ohio. What the hell?
Dude, Toledo's bad with human trafficking. It is. It really, like, if you do, because it connects Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago, and then you can hop on I-75 and get to Florida in like a day.
Chris almost got trafficked once.
I did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And this is my story.
I mean, Ohio's a cesspool, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like when I worked at the mall, I would like
Where'd you work at the mall? Like
Dude,
Dippin' Dots?
Abercrombie.
Lucas's stories.
Yeah,
Lucas
dude,
has so many jobs.
strictly for the
Hold on.
bitches. Do you know how many bad bitches I worked with? But either way, that's my point. Is like when we'd have to shut down, I'd have to walk all of them to their car like there's a policy, because like the mall in Toledo's bad.
Some of
It's
the
funny
Craigslist
because
ads are funny.
Lucas was even smaller than like.
Yeah.
How unprotected did those girls feel?
No.
Don't worry. I'll
They
save you
didn't
from
know
the
what they were ready.
traffickers.
Here, we'll have the skinny white kid walk you to your car.
Telling you. I'd hold my own.
By the way,
I'd keep coming.
whoa.
Pause.
Oh.
Got pause, but
For the longest time, Spinoza always, it felt like you had like a new like past job like every fucking week.
Yeah.
This guy might have you beat. What do you have? McDonald's? I didn't know you worked at Abercrombie
McDonald's,
Fitch.
Chick-fil-A, Abercrombie, Jimmy John's, and this pizza place, Reset.
I have DeCarlo's, Chicken Shack.
No, yeah, we don't have time for all yours. You definitely got beat.
Oh.
He's got age on me for sure too.
Yeah, that's true. You do have AIDS on him.
I do have AIDS on me.
AIDS? Speaking of that, if you guys aren't busy tomorrow, 3:15, the University of Michigan is holding a ice cream and HIV event. It's Taste with a Twist. So that's what it's called. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I saw it on Twitter earlier.
What an
Alex
awful
intern showed me.
fucking name for the
Taste
event
with
about
a
HIV. Taste with a twist.
You gotta get tested. You get your test, and then you get ice cream after.
Is it free?
Is Ann Arbor the HIV capital of the United States? Why is
It's
that?
Atlanta.
Taste with, yeah, definitely
They
Atlanta.
got the HIV in Atlanta.
Atlanta or San Fran.
Oh, and I worked at Discount Tire. Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
The funniest part though,
I worked at a car dealership.
I don't know if he could be able to share him on the story, but sometime on some type of podcast, the stories this guy's had of why he's been fired from each and every one of those jobs too.
I've only been
The
fired
funniest
once.
shit. What'd you do?
I smoked weed.
At work?
Well, like, yeah. Like going into work.
Have to.
Which one?
On the album.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. How
But then I
upset
got
were you
hired
after that
back.
one? Oh, you got it right back?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I got my lick back.
What do they expect?
I was a dog out in the album, bro. That job was fun.
Chris, have you ever been fired?
No, but you've been
Well,
fired.
today's the day, buddy. Pack your fucking bags and get the fuck out of here.
Fuck up the sound one more time, buddy. You add this one to your list.
I'm gonna head out.
I worked at,
I've been fired.
yeah, you have. You've been fired a couple times.
Yeah,
Jon
you've been
Snow
fired
in
a
this
couple times.
I worked at the calf. I worked at the Snyder Phillips calf. That job was pretty dope.
That was one of the best calves on
Yeah,
campus.
Snify was slept on. I used to work
Snify
in
was
Bliss. It was like the ice cream and cookie in the corner. Just making fucking fresh cookies all day, scooping ice cream.
Yeah, you look like
Talk
you were
about
making
bad
fucking
bitches.
fresh cookies all day and scooping ice cream.
Oh, bro, that shit was legendary.
I never really worked with bad. Oh, Dispo. Yeah.
That's the only job you've ever had?
No. I'm just saying, like, because you said you worked with, because Lucas was talking about working for the
bad
baddies.
bitches, yeah.
You talking about wherever the hell you were just at working with
Andiamo
baddies.
had baddies.
I don't think I've ever. I mean, obviously, there's beautiful women here at Lady Jane's
Yes, there is.
corporate in Birmingham. Make sure you guys stop by, get your hair cut. Opportunity to win a car for you, your best friend, and your mistress.
Two of them.
Dispo though.
There's some
Selection.
baddies at
Yeah,
Dispo.
Dispo got the selection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So even like from the office, they'll come down. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. When do we get one of those?
Pretty girls love weed.
They do.
Pretty girls do love weed. I mean, they sell
Everybody
it, really.
loves weed.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone does, honestly.
I remember I used to get shunned for smoking weed.
I remember back in my
Yeah,
day.
fucking people used to talk shit. Look at the stoners. Now look at all you fucks. Where were you at, huh? Back when you were spitting on me, talking down on my name. Now you're just as addicted as the rest of us.
What do they make them do in Game of Thrones when the queens walk in? Like,
Shame.
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 Shame. They're throwing shit at her.
Yeah.
She's naked.
I fucking hate that bitch.
Yeah. Cersei?
She killed that role because I hated that
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh, yeah.
She did not deserve the death she got in that series. I won't ruin it, but like, I was like, come on. How did she not get a way fucking like worse death than that?
Yeah, it's
It
in the
pissed
books.
me.
It's gonna be way better.
Sad that it's not even fucking in the books yet.
Fucking. Hey, George, RR, Big Georgie.
Yeah.
Fucking come on, man. What are you waiting for? We need the new book. Fucking get out there and write it. I'm fiending for this shit. I need it. I need Wins a Winner right now. But yeah, Arya's gonna kill Cersei with Marcella's face on in the book.
You think that's what you think is gonna happen?
That's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because Marcella got sent off to Dorne, and there's a whole different thing about she didn't die in Dorne. Well, she died, didn't die. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
And Cersei hasn't seen her since then. And Arya's coming back, and Arya's got her list. You know that they just forgot about in the show. Like, oh, Arya's got this list. Oh, it doesn't matter. She's gonna kill everybody on her list. Cersei's one of them. She's gonna wear Marcella's face or Joffrey's.
I thought Joffrey's dead already.
Yeah, he is.
So why would he?
To like, it's gonna be a scary ass fucking chapter. It's gonna be a Cersei chapter because every chapter in the books is from a different character's perspective.
That's dope.
And it's gonna be a Cersei chapter.
Is Dothraki spoken in the book?
Well, yeah.
And it translated?
No.
Like, this guy actually make a whole fucking fake ass language?
Yeah.
And then do you think these actors like really learned it, or they're just up there like halabala?
No, yeah.
Halabala.
So that's like Klingon. Klingon's the actual language. You can major in Klingon.
That's wild.
From Star Trek.
That's wild.
Live long and prosper.
Yo, the clip I make from
You
today
take
is
that
about to
back.
be fucking fire.
I was gonna start doing weirder and weirder shit every segment.
Jeb Large, I need you to call in when we get back from break. I need to hear this story. Jeb Large said he got fired from McDonald's for having sex in the cooler.
Hell yeah. I had sex in a cooler before.
That's wild. Jake Wagner's also a nerd and reads books. Who knows how to read? Fucking losers. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the Queenmaker storyline. They didn't do Lady Stoneheart. They didn't do my favorite character, Victorian Greyjoy. He's the best character in the whole books. He's not even fucking in the show at all. Euron, also a great character. They ruined him in the show. They didn't do the Fagon storyline. They didn't do the John Connington storyline. They just completely ended all the Martells and the Tyrells. Just wasted great houses of Westeros like they're nothing. They ruined the Greyjoys.
Jesus.
It's bro.
I know. I'm trying to stop you.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to stop you.
Gets the ball rolling.
Get the fuck over it. All right? Maybe remake in the future. Speaking of this, the bat and the selection there, you guys can check both us out and the Hazel Park selection on June 23rd. Ermanni and Edwards will be there, both Ryan Ermanni, Braylon Edwards, and Maz, along with the heavies from 5 to 7.
Hello.
You guys know we'll be there. And by the way, did I mention they got the best deals on weed? And if they don't, I promise you they'll price match anything you pull up on Weed Maps. That's verified. I had some guy bring up some black market shit. I'm like, bro, you want me to price match this drug dealer? Is that what you're trying to give me the price match right now? The hell out of here. But we still took care of my man because this post is a place like that. They're nice like that. And you're your local plug because there's 10 locations and more on the way. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
By now you know me, Christina Schnari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy. That's my guy Spin Morex.
Hello.
Ask Sports _ Spin Morex. At the real Chris Pilati in the TD booth. Not the fake
Bears
one.
fan.
Don't get it
Fact.
twisted. It's not a tweet I'm copying. JB Smooth on the ones and twos. Lucas, that's at JB up next. That's at Lucas never uses Twitter.com. Make sure you follow him too. Still not in love with that name. It's all right though. It's all right. By the way, this is Lucas's first season to like validate that name too.
Yeah.
Because this dude's ultra confident in some of the most wildest takes. Mm-hmm. And I've been birthed from that same fire. So for me to say your shit sounds crazy,
Which one? Besides Clayton Tune.
Which ones?
Which one besides Clayton Tune?
All of them. The disrespect for CJ Stroud was kind of wild. At one point, you did have what's his name over Jalen Carter, which, to be fair, that's yet to be seen. We'll see how that one plays out.
Yeah, and I called
kinda
out.
disappeared off the map, huh?
I admit I'm wrong. That one I'm wrong on.
Okay. And then Joe Burrow over Patrick Mahomes at one point during last season.
No, I never said that.
Come on.
I said if he wins. Because he beat him 4 times, Vets. He didn't, though.
Dispa selection. All right. I don't have prep. What's next?
How open is the Lions window?
Like, they're kind of curious. Like, maybe they'll open up, like, to, like, another girl, but maybe, like, never another guy.
No.
Like, they're that kind of open.
Definitely not.
Yeah. I'd say probably that kind of open.
But how
for sure.
open is it?
Maybe 2 girls. Not open enough for you?
Well, like
maybe 2 girls, 1 guy. But nothing touching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No eye contact.
No eye contact.
That kind of open.
Can't hold hands.
Yeah.
Like 3 Wisconsin trips, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 3 Wisconsin trips open.
That's pretty open.
How open is the Detroit Lions window? This is a term that Neil's been bashing the head in terms of like campaigning for keeping Jared Goff. Jared Goff is what, 28 years old? 29 years old? 28. The Detroit Lions window is as open as Hayden Hooker's ability.
Chris in Wisconsin.
Pretty open. And it's actually the truth too, because
Bust it wide open.
if they are able to pass the baton, and I'm not doing this as a shot to Goff, I'm saying like how literally this window can be open. Mm-hmm. If you are able to pass the baton to a 25-year-old at some point, or 26-year-old when it comes to next year, then you got more time and you got that guy in a rookie deal, and you could continue to add pieces to this team until you're. I mean, I already feel like they're possibly contending this year, but
yeah,
you kind of just extend this thing, you know, and much like the Kansas City Chiefs did with the Patrick Mahomes situation. Mm-hmm. In a roundabout way, obviously took a little bit of a dip before going back up, but the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts. Like, that window remained open because of that contract. And there's been talks, even in the CBA, is that NBA?
Collective bargaining agreement.
Okay, thank you. Either way, there's been talks about trying literally to make a whole separate salary cap pool for quarterback contracts, just because of how badly they affect the entire salary cap.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. A lot of people like to gloss over the situation, but it is an issue for teams that are paying the quarterbacks all the money in the world, and it's not even necessarily a fault, because if a guy like that goes in the market, the quarterback means so much to your team. Mm-hmm. It really does, and especially when they're on that cheap deal. So I think the window could be open for at least Hendon Hooker's on at least 4 years, right?
Yeah,
4 to 5 years.
Because Ryan Ermanni on the Final Word was saying that there are the makings of a run for the Lions in the NFC North, with how we don't know what the Packers are going to be without Aaron Rodgers. The Vikings have lost 7 starters. The Bears still have a lot to prove. And the Lions could go on a run here and win this division a couple of years in a row, not just this year. And so I agree with what Burns said in the Woodward Sports chat. He said, we have a Goff window and then a Hooker window. And I got a hooker window too, right out back.
Up my cabbage, up my cottage in Traverse City.
Cottage in Traverse City.
Got a hooker window there too, but
Got a hooker window on a blow window.
some substance on the window seal.
But it's there's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to break down because the window either shrinks or closes if you make the wrong decision at quarterback. If you do decide to go with Jared Goff, extend him, you don't have the faith in Hendon Hooker, or Hendon Hooker isn't showing the signs that you wanted to. That's how a window can close. Like the Bills' window is damn near closed. Like with Josh Allen getting that much money, they've never even gotten over a hump of an AFC Championship game. Like it's tough to say that the Bills' window will last much longer. So the Lions have it set up to where they can keep replenishing talent, and not a lot of teams have a window like the Niners, where it's just every fucking year is like the Niners are going to be in Super Bowl contention.
Niners are open like Jamie.
Yeah,
Still
like 7-Eleven, always open.
Always open.
So we'll see what they do, but obviously the quarterback situation is one of the biggest hindrances of a window.
Yeah, and if they do, let's say Hendon Hooker isn't the guy or showing signs of possibility of being the guy, or even what Jared Goff once was back in LA. Well, then the window then translates to how long until Goff's cap hit becomes ridiculous. And if you're re-signing, what I expect would probably be like a 3-year deal. I'd probably give yourself like 2 years. But again, on a 3-year deal, if you look at the Daniel Jones and Geno Smith contracts, the first 2 years are kind of ridiculous. Actually, the first one is, middle one straight, and the last one's like ridiculous again. But it's really just dependent on how that structure ends up being drawn up, and how that salary cap is going to affect you. Because here's the thing, and Neil likes to gloss over this, I know, just because I don't know for what reason, maybe just to win an argument, but the salary cap, like your cap hit, affects your team because that's how you conduct your team. That's how you build your team, is with those cap hits. You have a allotment of the amount of money you could use in terms of those cap hits. If you have one player taking up 40 or 15% of like your salary cap, you're limited on a 53-man roster in a sport that you're going to have injuries. There's a 100% injury rate in the NFL.
Yeah.
And even if you're not injured, you're banged up and hurt, and you want to take some games or some plays off. It matters. And it's historically proven to matter since the invention of the salary cap. It just is what it is.
It does matter, and like people say, like, oh, the cap keeps going up. The cap's going to keep going up. That doesn't change the percentage. Like, if the cap keeps going up, those contracts are going to keep going up. Like, you're going to see Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence. These guys signed like $60 million deals, like $60 million a year. It's going to be wild, and people are going to be like, whoa, what the fuck? Because you remember when it happened here with Matt Stafford, when the Lions made Matt Stafford the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck is it? And then like next season it was Matt Ryan. And then it was somebody else the season after that. And then somebody else the season after that. That's what happens. The next quarterback to get paid, if he is good, is going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. It's just how it happens.
You saw it happen with, perfect example, Joe Flacco goes out, wins the Super Bowl with the Ravens on the last year of his deal. Gets to the fattest fucking contract. Joe Flacco and the Ravens did what? Aaron Rodgers. You could play phenomenal. You could get that paycheck and still be who you are, and play like be Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But it's a team game. When you want to win, Aaron Rodgers got his contract, the highest paid quarterback. What happened to the Green Bay Packers every time they made it in the playoffs? Russell Wilson, doing well, got his contract. It's a team game. What was that?
Broncos country.
That's right. It's just how it goes. It's tried and true. Almost every single time, outside of
like the shocker,
Patrick Mahomes, in which they had a perfect example. I mean, he's truly fucking great. Patrick Mahomes was the best ever, one of the best ever do it. I put him in my top 3, top 5 right now. But Tyreek Hill, think of the talent that Tyreek Hill is. How fucking elite he is at the wide receiver position. Had to break him off.
Yeah.
We can't continue to pay you while we have this guy in this insane contract.
Tyrann Mathieu couldn't pay him.
Yeah.
Orlando Brown couldn't pay him.
Yeah.
Like it happens when you invest that much money into one player. You love to see rookies come in, rookies step up, guys like Nick Bolton, different people on the Chiefs that step up and make things happen. But you need to go out there and build or structure your team around that. And like you have your 12% rule or whatever it is, but it's there for a reason. Like,
yeah.
And the only guys to beat it are Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Yep.
So it's,
some of the greatest.
The two greatest. Like,
yeah. And the one thing I guess like you could have a conversation about that window extending past that 2 to 3 year window if golf is your guy is the fact that you have a lot of these dudes on rookie deals. But the reality is that 2 to 3 window is just that, because after those 2 to 3 years, Amon-Ra's going to need a deal. Penei Sewell's going to need a deal. Mm-hmm. And best believe, as much as we love Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's breaking the bank. He was a 4th round pick. His contract's absolute shit right now. He's provided well over what his contract's worth right now in terms of value.
Jack Fox is getting paid more next year than
Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's fucking crazy. More examples of guys getting paid. I'd probably throw Ryan Tannehill in there too. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Tannehill caught a bag.
What'd you say?
Tannehill caught a bag. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Caught a bag. Dak caught a bag. Kyler Murray caught a bag. That's what happens. Yep. And if you gamble incorrectly, you end up with a Kyler Murray. You gamble incorrectly, you end up with a Dak Prescott. And you're just like, well, fuck. Like, what do we... I don't know how the fuck the Cowboys have so many good players on their team with paying Dak Prescott that much.
I looked at their contract, and he fell underneath the 12% last year, or either just at it, because the way his is every other year. It's like 1 year is a really like a decent cap hit. Yeah. Next year, crazy cap hit. Next year, small cap hit. You know what I'm saying? It's just up and down. Weird. I know, but I get what like it's smart they did that though, because I have those like tweener years where you can kind of go all in.
Yeah.
Like this upcoming season, he's gonna have another fat cap hit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, might go other places. I'm playing. He's gonna have another fat cap hit.
Ass.
Which is, I mean, maybe you see a step back from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard. Both those guys are banged up. I know they got Deuce Vaughn, but yeah. And as of now, Jared Goff has the 3rd highest cap hit in the league at $30.9 million.
Yeah.
Only Ryan Tannehill and Patrick Mahomes are above him.
Ryan Tannehill with that contract, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
His is 36.6.
Jesus Christ.
Dax actually isn't too bad this year, too. His is 26.8.
Next year it's probably like 40.
Russell Wilson's 22. Lamar's 22. Daniel Jones 21. Stafford only 20. What up, though, Chris?
Just letting you know.
Oh.
Keaton Serbaugh on the Woodward Sports Chat. We have a Greta contracts.
We have a what? Greta?
We have a Greta contracts. Very well said. Couldn't put it better myself. Easy. Tell us about Randy Wise.
Randy Wise is a Greta place for you guys to go. There are your opportunities to join the Celebrity Golf Tour with the likes of Jim Harbaugh,
wow,
4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty,
wow,
my guy Braylon Edwards,
wow,
and this guy Spinmo Rex. It's the Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour. Your only opportunity to join is by entering a Randy Wise Automotive Team location today. So Woodward Heavyweights, we'll be right back.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy. That's at Speaky Sports _ We got Spinmo Rex at Spinmo Rex at the real Chris Platty in the TD booth. That's the real Chris Platty.
Not the fake one. The fake one is a Bears fan. Fun fact.
There is a fake one. He's supposedly a Bears fan.
I'm about to make a Twitter called Fake Chris Platty.
All right, bet. Let me just say wild this shit.
Say wild.
I'm so down, bro. Please, please, please. Now that was an inside job. We got JB up next.
I mean, that's not that wild. That's true.
It is not that wild. You're right. It is kind of crazy, like how like crazy conspiracy sounded, and like 20, 30 years later.
The space is fake conspiracy theory.
Bro, have you ever heard of have you seen the MK Ultra shit?
No.
You seen that?
What's the
Dog.
MK Ultra? What's that?
So the
like
CIA.
Michelob Ultra?
No, the CIA was trying to use. What drug was it, Lucas?
It was acid.
Acid.
Oh,
They're
hell
trying to
yeah.
use acid.
On monkeys?
No, on people.
on people, on humans. They're trying to use it for mind control. And they caught and let go Charles Manson like multiple times because he had a cult. You know what I'm saying? What was the name of his cult? The fucking wise guys?
Mansonites.
No. The
Charlie
family.
and the Boys.
So, Dirty Mike and the Boys.
Dirty Mike and the Boys.
Dirty Charlie and the Boys. Yeah, so anyway, let's go with that one. Dirty Charlie and the Boys. He had grown like this hippie following, this cult following, and all they did was drugs. So they kept, every time he got caught for doing some wild shit or planning some wild shit, they'd let him go, but they like were closely by studying him, trying to like find his tactics so they could use them for their own mind control situations.
Oh, shit.
Bro, they would even send hookers into like into college parties with the drugs.
No, they would
It's a
do it
real
with
thing.
cops.
It's like out there now. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's
They,
pretty wild.
they would put acid in. They would send hookers in like strip clubs and meet with like cops.
Yes.
And so they would like get information out of the cops, see how cops work, so then they could do their own shit.
Damn.
And it like fucked people up, bro. Like
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Charles Manson fucking
yeah.
killed.
Sound like the plot to
Did he eat people? No.
No.
Jeffrey Dahmer ate people.
Jeffrey Dahmer ate people, yeah. But yeah, all those people like the cult followings, they would like let
The Manson family.
the Manson
It's
family.
the Manson family.
His theory was like there's gonna be a race war, and
Charlie Manson's?
yeah, there's gonna be a race war, and black people would win.
For
so
sure.
he wanted to bunker down.
If there's a race war, black people would win for sure.
I don't know, dog. We're kind of outnumbered.
It's true, but I don't know.
You're right.
It
All
goes
right.
back to that waves of cats theory.
Oh, dude. We can talk about that again.
Yeah, I'm down to talk about that again. Close the show.
Ethan.
I hope to. Ooh.
Whoa.
Lucas.
Oh wow.
Yo.
Who the fuck?
Sorry.
Who directed that to, bro?
Lucas. How many cats do you think you could kill if they came at you in waves? Like the first
Like
one
the
was
wave
1,
got bigger.
and the second wave is 2, the third wave is 4.
You
I'm
make it
allergic
past
as
4
fuck
cats.
to cats too, bro.
What'd you say?
I'm allergic as fuck to cats.
So if you guys don't know, the cameras are out in the audio booth. So every time Lucas talks, we're gonna put on this photo. Oh.
All in my childhood.
Do we have one for JB ready? Or no? It's
Yeah.
fine not.
Yeah,
And then every time JB talks, we're gonna put up this photo.
I honestly, like, it was in this room, too. You're in this room.
You use all these
You can
objects,
use
too.
anything you want as a
Oh, I
weapon.
got some tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Only 9?
I mean, my allergies are gonna get to me. I'm not gonna be able to see. Like once they scratch me, bro, I'm gonna start puffing up.
Dude, I don't think there's a limit to the amount of waves I could do.
It's just, I would just be annoyed. I'd be just fucking take it.
You can just lay down on the ground and
Like I would probably die from the allergies regardless.
I'm getting 6 waves.
I'll tell D-Mac to bring in his gas mask so you can use that too.
Fucking him up then.
It'd be hard to breathe.
Sure.
Remember when people used to wear those elevation masks?
Yeah. Lucas probably did that.
No, my brother did though. He tried. My brother's like a CrossFit little. Yeah.
Well, they stopped like using them though. Like, they not work anymore. Like, were they unproven or something? Everybody stopped using them. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Motherfuckers just wearing masks limit their oxygen that just won't even do anything for you.
Yeah. Just makes me look cool. I was born in the darkness.
What's next, Vinny?
I
don't have my.
Yeah, I know. All right. Pick one player, one defensive player, and one offensive player.
Okay.
That you want to see that you
Fight?
think will improve the most from last year.
Ooh. What were your answers?
Are we doing NFL or Lions?
Lions. You got one?
I think Ali McNeil.
Okay, so that was mine when I read this initially in the car. But does he count? Because we already seen him make a jump.
Yeah.
So you think he's gonna make another
still
jump?
improve? Yeah.
I
think he'll be more consistent.
Let's say, does that count though? Because we already seen him be kind of consistent towards the end of the season.
Yeah. I think he'll make a bigger jump.
So even better than he was last year. Huh.
And offense is hard because like all the skill position players are gone.
Yeah.
Penny Sewell. He's going to be all pro.
Good answers. Lucas?
Trying to think. Offense, I'm definitely going Jonah Jackson. He's a contract year. I do. I think the dude's going to be a monster this year. I mean, he's a monster in general, but, like, I mean, you watch him out in space when they got, like, Swifty behind him, and we were going to watch it with Gibbs and Mont. I think he's going to take a big jump. Defensively, I want to go Jerry Jacobs because just, like, I think he's extra motivated, but I don't know if he's going to have, like, the PT enough to make a jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Derek Barnes, actually. I think Derek Barnes is going to be playing nice.
There's been a lot of hype around him so far in OTAs.
And I fuck with Kelvin Shepherd heavy.
Yeah.
I think he's one. I think he's eventually going to be our DC. So
I can see that too if AG ends up going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, I'm gonna have to go with Jerry Jacobs. You got a guy who was literally only been playing the safety position for 2 fucking years.
You mean Kirby Joseph?
Kirby, what'd I say?
Jerry Jacobs.
Jerry Jacobs? Did I? My bad. They're all the same to me. Kirby Joseph.
Jesus. Right.
I love being mixed. I
He's
can say whatever I want. I'm going with Kirby Joseph. Dude's only been playing the safety position for 2 years. You got to expect a fucking huge jump. On top of having, Cam Sutton and CJ back there, like giving them advice and just learning from. Not that like AG wasn't there to give him that, but it's just a whole nother year of seeing these looks, going through those progressions, all those things. I would expect a big jump for Kirby Joseph. Offensively, it's a lot tougher. It feels weak to take this one, but I kind of want to follow suit with you and go Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
We've been having the conversations. You think he could be all pro, at least the second team all pro, which I could see too. In the run game, he's always been that level to me, bro. He's a fucking mauler in the run game. It's just been at times there's certain like veteran guys that get him in passing situations, but majority of those situations dominant too. Fucking first day out.
First day out.
Was it Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa? I get him mixed up.
Nick Bosa. Nick
Bosa, who a lot of people thought was the best defensive player in the league last year.
Yeah.
Fucking held him down.
He was.
His very first game. That, by the way, he had to jump over to that side of the line just a week before the game. So I think Penei Sewell can make that type of jump too. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't. He'd be a fucking monster. Chris, you got upset in there like you had a couple answers yourself.
Yeah, because your original answer was my answer. And that was Jerry Jacobs. And I think that, people aren't expecting a lot from him because he might be, probably a CB2. But I think with just all the just talent you added and playmakers you added in the secondary, he's just going to, by proxy, be able to have a much easier job. And he's going to look a lot better. And I think when you put him next to a Cam Sutton, who is much better than Jeff Okudah last year, I think you're just setting Jerry Jacobs up to look really, really good. He may not grow the most, but he's going to be a player that's going to look a lot better just because of what's around him now.
JB, do you have any thoughts on this topic?
Lucas over here has me trying to say golf, but I don't know about that one. So. Taking a step forward, I can't really think of anyone right now. I mean, I'm happy that all of them will at least take a giant leap forward in the second year.
Take off if you want. Fuck it.
Picked up golf and handed it to Sheila.
Yeah, that's true. Kirby a bad man. You think Jerry Jacobs going to take a bigger jump than Kirby, or you just got to go? You went somewhere different?
No, I honestly think that Kirby is really good, and I think that Kirby is going to be kind of closer to his ceiling, where Jerry Jacobs is just going to be like such a pleasant surprise. Like I feel like the expectations are way lower for Jerry Jacobs than Kirby, so I feel like that's what's going to. When you talk about like growth, you're kind of looking at like relative to expectations. So I think that's why I would pick Jerry Jacobs. But I'm not mad at picking Kirby.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody picked Hutch.
Yeah, that could be a jump. I just don't know how to qualify the leaps those like guys like Hutch and Aleem made in the second half as like jumps into like the next year, just because we saw a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Like, I know Hutch started off slow in the season, and we all kind of we didn't really question him as a pick, but we questioned when he was going to show up as the number 2 overall pick, which initially we eventually got. But like the last game of the season, perfect example, right? Playoffs on the line for the Green Bay Packers. David Bakhtiari, like a well-known name. Like, how many left tackles do you actually know in the league? Only the best, right?
He's very good.
Yeah, David Bakhtiari is one of them. And dude fucking shit on him, or multiple guys in the offensive line for 2 sacks in Aaron Rodgers in a game where they were trying to make the playoffs. Like that's what I'm saying. We've seen like his leap. You know what I'm saying? Aleem McNeil. Think about the New York Giants game where he kind of just single-handedly fucking shit on Saquon, and I think he got a sack in that one too.
13 pressures. Yeah,
we've seen like his leap. I synced it. So I just don't know how to quantify those as leaps this year. You know, but. That's fair, because like you said, you'll see it more consistently. Yeah. So I'm with you. Oh, my God. I can't fucking wait for this fucking team, man.
I can't wait for the Lions to start. I can't wait for football season to be here. Dude. But if you want to take a leap yourself, get into better shape, all you got to do is go to Planet Fitness. Because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in the non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever, and you can get a full-body workout in just 30 minutes of a 30-minute circuit. All memberships include fitness training. You can get that for $10 a month or upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99. And high school students ages 14 to 19 can work out for free through August 31st. You can even win a piece of $200,000 that Planet Fitness is giving away. All you have to do is take a video, post it on TikTok, tag Planet Fitness, and use a couple hashtags. You can find out more at planetfitness.com, where you can also sign up for your account, or you can sign up right in the store. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Hello, mates. Hello. Jolly old chaps. It's your boy Speakeasy at Speakeasy Sports _ We got Spinmore Rex at Spinmore Rex. Hello. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, live on woodsports.com from 5 to 7 on weekdays. Monday through Fridays, we have the real Chris Pilati. Beans.
What are you, Waluigi? Why? Well, what'd you say, Chris?
Beans.
Beans?
Yeah.
Is that what they say?
No, that's just what they eat all the time.
Oh, British people? Yeah.
Beans.
I was so confused.
JB Smooth alongside Sid the Kid in the TD booth. That's at JB up next. Make sure you guys hit a follow. Be a friend and tell a friend. Share the stream. On to the next topic. Spinning. What are we talking about?
You put this in the topic or in the chat.
You. What is
Calvin or Cup?
Ooh, I meant to find the video for this. What's the podcast Brendan Marshall has? This Is Us. I'm just kidding. That's a show on like NBC or something. Athlete. I am athlete. So he caught Matthew Stafford. By the way, and this is even before he won the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. How many media interviews or anything did you ever see out of Matthew Stafford?
Not a lot.
None. This guy goes to fucking L.A.
He did that Little Caesars commercial?
Yeah, Little Caesars, AT&T. Oh, AT&T's at the Super Bowl. But just everything. Yeah. Dude was doing interviews with Colin Cowherd. Like, what the fuck was this guy? Whatever. I'm gonna let it go. But nonetheless, Matthew Stafford was on the I Am Athlete podcast, and there was just a clip. It didn't look like a podcast setting. He was standing up and had his arms crossed, and he had asked him because obviously he had tremendous success with Calvin Johnson in terms like statistically. Mm-hmm. Calvin Johnson had tremendous statistical success with Matthew Stafford, and so did Cooper Kupp. The one common denominator between the two was Matthew Stafford. Yes. By the way, I shared the fucking comeback against the Dallas Cowboys. Bro, the throws he made, bro.
Legendary.
And then the fake spike. Yeah. Dog, that play is fucking legendary. I wish we could play it. But nonetheless, he was asked, obviously, who was the better wide receiver between Cooper Kupp and Calvin Johnson. He didn't really have an answer, but I know you got to have one. And you're obviously pro-white, so you're going Cooper Kupp.
Obviously, it's Calvin Johnson. Obviously, it's Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson is one of the biggest physical freaks in the history of the NFL and the history of professional sport. Like, the guy is just a fucking monster. If I don't see Cooper Kupp getting double teamed head up in the red zone, it'll never be Cooper Kupp. Like, Calvin was an unstoppable force. He was a monster. You had to know where he was at all times. Cooper Kupp is the same thing. You got to know where he is at all times. But he just gets open. Cooper Kupp just gets open a lot, which is crazy. And they scheme him openly. Calvin was jumping over dudes. Calvin was jumping into triple coverage, quadruple coverage, and coming down with balls over these athletes that are, they're not on his level because he was the biggest freak of the freaks. But
he ran a 4.3.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson exerted his will on the entire NFL. There's nothing you could do to stop him. If he wanted to get to a spot, if he wanted to get to a ball, he was going to, and you can't stop it. So it's Calvin Johnson.
And they both hold both number 1 and number 2 spots, Calvin Johnson, Cooper Kupp. We actually have a former wide receiver in the room as we speak. Sid the Kid himself, Luke Casamado.
Indeed.
Tell us why you think Cooper Kupp's better than Calvin Johnson.
Not at all. Not at all. Look, both of these guys are great receivers. I'm not saying that. But what Calvin was doing to put up those numbers was on a whole different level, because what Spenny said, I mean, when you have Sean McVay and Kevin O'Connell working for you, you're going to get schemed open so much more often than you should be. And a lot of the times with Calvin, he made a lot of catches that he shouldn't have, and he made way more of an opportunity. I just think if you put Calvin with Sean McVay and Kevin O'Connell, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think it's clearly Calvin.
Yeah, I believe it's Calvin Johnson too. The different guys. And Matthew Stafford's kind of like admitted to that in that video, that like Calvin's obviously going to be like your outside guy who could honestly play inside if he wanted to, but just the pure dominant force. I guess I would articulate it or translate it to like a sport like basketball. Is like, you tell me if I'm off here, but like Shaquille O'Neal, like you couldn't do shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You really had to bring like 2 to 3 guys every single time. Where Cooper Kupp is more like you were saying, a little bit more schematics, and not diminishing it as an athlete too, because obviously you have to catch the football and run the routes itself too. But I learned that a lot of Cooper Kupp situations with Matthew Stafford, just because they're so in sync, are option routes.
Yeah.
And so he has the freedom and ability. Like, you just don't know what he's gonna do. There's 3. Even if you watch the film, you see him go fucking 3 different ways.
You think they plow
the
girls
same.
Together?
What'd you say?
You think they plow girls together?
Plow girls together?
Yeah. Form that bond.
I don't know. I think Matthew loves his wife.
Yeah, he does.
Very much. Cooper Kupp actually kind of looks like his wife, and maybe that's why the bond there is.
Wow. Yeah.
Chris, can you see there's like a side by side of those two that we possibly pull up at some point, or JB, or
the wife and Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp and Kelly Stafford. It's
all right.
When you see these pictures, I mean, you already know, but
yeah, I know.
I think the obvious answer is Calvin Johnson. Cooper Kupp's still amazing, and he's still great. Gold jacket for Cooper Kupp. He just won the MVP. Super Bowl MVP. Yeah. Cooper Kupp's more schematics. Cooper Kupp's more option routes.
He's lucky for that Super Bowl MVP.
And like you said,
OBJ would have won that bitch if he didn't get hurt.
What?
Yeah, possibly.
OBJ would have won the Super Bowl MVP if he didn't get hurt.
Okay. Can we admit that Cooper Kupp is still way better than OBJ ever was? So
ever was? I don't know.
Yeah, like both their peaks. Bro. Both their peaks.
Yeah, I mean, you won the Triple Crown, but again, like you said, you put prime OBJ in the offense with Sean McVay and Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, he's doing different things. Facts. But then again, too, like
he's catching balls from a washed Eli.
You gotta have that synergy too, and you have to be a secret quarterback to do that kind of stuff too. You can't just be out there fucking running all willy nilly.
And that's one thing about it that makes Calvin just better in my mind is
they didn't.
Cooper Kupp, like we said, Cooper Kupp is schemed. He's got all these option routes. He's schemed open. They have design play. Calvin was just running down the field like, put that bitch up. I'm going for it.
Put that bitch up.
Stafford would just unload it with his fucking howitzer, and Calvin come down with that bitch, man. You got the picture?
Yes, I do.
Let's see this.
Oh, wow.
Come on, bro. How wild is that?
That is pretty wild.
Sid the Kid's tripping balls right now.
I don't know which one I want.
I don't know which one I want.
Yo. It's not June for much longer. You got to get it out now.
You got to get it out while it's acceptable,
That's
brother.
pretty crazy. I'm not saying Cooper Kupp's hot. $20.
I got to make a poll, Spinny. Talk for a minute.
Yeah, I just don't think anybody can say Cooper Kupp with like a
Here's my
straight
thing,
face.
Easy. And so this is my whole point why I said I would take Devontae Adams over Cooper or Justin Jefferson. Because Justin Jefferson's in that same type of scheme, and Devontae Adams is in like a hellhole. So that's why I say, like, I'm taking Devontae because he's proven to be more of a dog.
Yeah, I'm taking Devontae too.
Yeah. We got in a heated debate, and he said that I called Justin Jefferson a system receiver. And I was like, no, he's in a great system. It's the same thing that Cooper Kupp is
Yeah,
doing
that was
with.
my beef. It felt like you were attributing his success to him being within Kevin O'Connell's offense, when in reality he only had like 100 more yards in the season before. And they were in close games every single game, so they're just throwing the ball like crazy, you know?
I get what you're saying, but I think there's reasons where it's like, if he didn't have Kevin O'Connell that year, his numbers, like if they had Zimmer last year, I think his numbers would have been lower than what they were. I think O'Connell still elevated that offense.
Give me Vontae, man.
Yeah, bro.
He's the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, I don't have a correct answer for that one. Like, if you
Guys,
say
guys.
Vontae, I can't say nothing to it. If Chris said Jamar Chase, I can't tell him no. He's saying Vontae, but
he says Calvin Ridley.
If JB were to say Justin Jefferson, I can't say anything against it. Like those three. It's those three guys. They're all 1A, B, C, and
Who says he
you wanna
has the
shuffle
clip?
them.
You said it.
Yeah, and it says exactly what I just said. If you go back and replay that clip, you'll be sorry.
Whoa! Don't come to school
Vontae
tomorrow.
Adams, bro,
Energy.
he's just one of the best route runners in the NFL, if not the best route runner in the NFL. He's always open. He catches everything. Like, dude's just a monster. I draft him in fantasy like every year because he's a guaranteed like 12 catches a game.
Yeah, I guess he's he's been pissed off since the acquisition of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, offensive player of the year, season loading.
Because Duke, you think this year with Jimmy G?
Yeah.
You know, he's pissed off about Jimmy G because Jimmy G's
why
buns.
he's pissed off.
Huh?
So I want him to play pissed off. So he's gonna be fucking telling Jimmy G, you better throw me that bitch every fucking
Even if he's
play.
pissed off, doesn't mean Jimmy G can make the throws to him,
Yeah,
though.
I mean, Jimmy G's not a bum. Like, he can make throws.
That's fair.
He's not great, but he's not terrible.
Jimmy G, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, when
He's
I
got a pretty
pulled up
good
that
arm.
list, had the 4th highest cap hit this year.
Jesus.
He's not even fucking healthy enough to play right now. That's insane. But I think there's actually something in his contract about the injury where, like, obviously he's not able to make it. He's not gonna get the whole plate. What are you smirking at over there?
Huh?
What are you smirking at over there?
Denver Blair said, LMAO, you guys roasting Lucas right now with that Sid picture is hilarious.
It is what it is. It's nothing new.
I said the...
to be fair, he picked it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said
it's just the closest, because it does look
the
similar.
food critic from Ratatouille, though.
No way. He looks nothing like that guy.
I don't even know which one you're
There's a
talking
more like pronounced like Italian. Not even. I don't wanna put that on you guys. That guy's nose is
Oh,
like.
yeah, he's got a beak.
Yeah, Lucas don't got
I
a
am
beak.
Italiano.
You're Italiano. You gotta learn that lasagna recipe, or you gotta get out.
Yeah.
Dog, the reaction to his picture in the fucking Snapchat group chat yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Had me dead, bro.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I would even repeat it on there.
Bro's trying to knock some points off her head. But is this 100%? Is this poll?
Dog, yeah,
It's
pretty
4,
much.
4%. Yeah.
I thought there'd be a lot more clown sauce action in there. I don't want to diminish Cooper
Club
Kupp.
Sauce is on Rumble. I haven't seen him in the chat. In
Maybe we gotta get on
weeks.
Rumble. Maybe we get tagged in Rumble posts. You know?
We might get tagged in Rumble post.
What do you think Matt's real answer is? Calvin, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you
Because if it
down with
wasn't,
videos
he
from
would have
YouTube?
said Cooper Kupp for sure.
Well, no, because he's not gonna say anybody because they're both his boys.
Yeah, but it's
Calvin said he cried when Matt won. Marvin Jones said he cried when Matt won.
Yeah, bro. Stafford's the man.
I did, like, in rewatching the Dallas Cowboys situation there, I was like, fuck, dude.
Dude, yeah, that and the one against the Browns when he got hurt.
Yeah.
And he's
that one
I can throw it if you need me to.
I can throw it if you need me to.
It's out. It's out.
You need me to throw, I can throw.
Yeah. Fucking separated shoulder. Dude's a ball. I love Stafford, man.
I know a lot of people like the Browns one. I'm not as big a fan of it because it was like a 3-win season. It was like one of the last games of the season.
It was
Like,
rookie year.
yeah, I know, but the Cowboys game meant more. Plus all the
Dan
trash talk that Dez, or the Blaha Dez had to say leading
Yeah.
up to that one, and he was on the fucking sidelines throwing a fit, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That was legendary, dude.
Calvin Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, had 312 yards in that game, bro.
He jumps the fucking line for the touchdown.
That whole
Yeah.
week they were saying Dez is better than Calvin.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody's saying
Like
Dez
in the
is better
media,
than
that
Calvin.
whole week it
Yeah.
was like
Oh, that weekend.
Dez,
Well, yeah.
Dez versus Calvin.
And that was Dez hyping up. I don't really think anyone was actually saying Dez is better than Calvin.
Bro, no,
Were
they were.
Get the fuck.
He was the best player on the Cowboys at the time. Like the media was blowing that dude up.
Yeah. I mean, there is nothing to be proved after Calvin's fucking 2 touchdown streak for what, 6 games straight. What are we giggling at now?
Christopher Carby
Attitude,
says, at Keaton Surball, why are you yelling at us, bro? He just keeps these all caps.
I fucking love Keaton, man. This
Yeah,
guy's from the best.
That's just funny.
Oh, by the way, shout out my guy, Ro. He told me to shut him out.
Shout out Ro.
Shout out Ro.
Now shout out Swiss Insurance.
Shout out Rachel.
Shout out, Ro.
Shout out Ro. Planning or sponsoring a golf outing this year? Ask Swiss Insurance about a hole-in-one putting contest and $1 million shootout coverage. For every affordable amount, you could give away a huge prize like $10,000 or a new car. Help build your business with big ideas. Check out Swiss today at swissins.com or call Mark personally at 248-800-4177. Again, that's 248-800-4177. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back, baby.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
For Detroit, by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Howdy ho, how's it go? I'm your bro, Speak Easy yo. We got Spin Mo on my right. We got young Chris Play, the real Chris Play, in the TD booth. JB Smooth on the ones and twos. Let's get started. And today's news. I was kidding.
Let's get started.
Hit the like button, 5-star review on all podcast platforms. Appreciate it very much. Spinny, it's time for one of our favorite segments since the dawning of the Woodward Heavyweights, and that's buy. Or sell. What is? Do we have an official name for this? Buy or sell?
Buy or sell.
Is it buy or sell?
Yeah.
It sounds boring.
You sound boring. What do
Can
you
we
want
make
to
it
call
sexier? I don't know. Stock exchange. The heavyweight stock exchange. Yeah?
Eh.
How's that sound? You tell us. 248-888. I was kidding.
Buy or sell? Here we go. First question. JB, drop a beat for me, even though I can't hear it. Kirby Joseph will be top 3 in interceptions this year. Kirby Joseph.
31.
Kirby Joseph will be top 3 in interceptions this year.
Top 3?
Top 3.
Oh, my. Fool, fuck. That's a lot. That's a lot. Buy! Fuck it. Why not? Why not?
Chris in Wisconsin. Lucas, Kirby Joseph will be top 3 in interceptions this year.
Oh, I think so. I agree.
Buy
with
or sell? Not do you think so?
I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna invest heavily into this. I agree with what Easy was saying earlier. I think Kirby takes a big jump. It was one of those obvious ones. So yeah, I think he had like 6-7 picks.
Yeah. JB, buy or sell?
Oh, buy all day. Kirby gang. You know what it is.
Kirby gang, I like it. Chris, buy or sell? Kirby Joseph, top 3 interceptions.
I'm a sell. I think there's just so many playmakers that, it's kind of going to be everybody's going to eat EBE, and I think that nobody will be top 3, but there'll be a lot of people in the Lions will be top 3 in interceptions, but as a team, but not with one particular player.
All right, I like that. Took you a while to get there, but I like the road you're going down. I'm gonna buy this. I think Kirby Joseph, he's gonna play center field. He's gonna make a lot of plays. He's gonna have more support behind him now. He's got Tracy, he's got CJ, so he can just go out there and hunt the ball. So yeah, Kirby Joseph, top 3 in the league in interceptions. Next up,
Jake Wagner, sell. Top 3 is aggressive.
Didn't CJ GJ led the league in interceptions last year with
just 6. Kirby had 4.
So just saying, it's nothing too crazy. Easy.
Yes, sir.
Aiden Hutchinson will lead the NFC North in sacks.
Goodell is a munch. I love the special.
Goodell is a munch.
What up? What was the question I forgot last?
Aiden Hutchinson will lead the NFC North in sacks.
That's a good fucking question. Who do we got? Who else in the NFC North? That's like
Sean Gary.
No.
Daniil Hunter ain't playing.
No.
He ain't playing.
Huh?
Bears don't have a soul.
Bears don't got shit, yeah. James Houston?
I know, that's what I was going to say. Sell.
What?
James Houston will lead the NFC North in sacks in the 2023 season.
Damn. Bold proclamation.
Heard it here first, everybody.
And I was told my takes are outlandish.
I just pooped.
I mean, hey, what do you mean?
Lucas, buy
the rate that he was on
I'm
last year.
100% buying this. We put out a graphic earlier this week. He had the most double teams rate with Myles Garrett last season with 30%, and he still had 9 sacks. James Houston is going to get better. I think he's going to command some more attention. I think Aiden's going to have more opportunities. He's just better. And there's not a damn soul outside of Rashawn Gary who's always hurt for no reason. So, yeah, I think this is just an easy answer.
JB?
Sell. It's James Houston. James Houston. I'm with you, Easy. Let's do this.
I like it. Chris, buy or sell?
This is an easy buy. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Buy.
Like you in Wisconsin. Easy buy. I'm going to buy this as well. I think I have him at 13.5 sacks this year. I think that'll be enough to lead the NFC North.
Daniil Hunter, though, I don't want to be dismissive or disrespectful of like his resume. Dude is pretty nasty.
He's not happy right now, though. He's holding out a minicamp.
Yeah, he's holding out.
Well, shit. That means he wants some money. He's going to be fucking performing to
which they don't have.
Highest ability.
All right, next up. Buy or sell. Marvin Jones will have 3+ 100-yard games this year.
Buy. I think, especially before Jameson Williams comes back, if Sam Laporta, because I forgot to put this in the prep, actually. They asked George Kittle. There's a fantasy podcast. So give us the 3 guys that like, you think will be sleepers for fantasy teams this year at the tight end position. The first 2 I forgot because the second one was crazy. It was
Sam Laporta?
Sam Laporta.
Told you, bro.
He said he's working out with Sam Laporta in the offseason. He was extremely impressed. And obviously, Iowa was tight end U. But, Doug, he's a fucking rookie, bro.
Right.
George Kittle has tight end U that they do every single year. He's around every single tight end. His relationships with every single tight end. Darren Waller's been brought in to be like a semi-number 1 receiving option for Daniel Jones. Like, there's just, I think that was actually one of the names he said. But there's just so many other names he could have went to. For him to say Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
But anyway, the extra attention that Sam Laporta is going to command, the extra attention that Jahmyr Gibbs is going to command, I can see Marvin Jones sneaking away with 300-yard games. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Lucas?
So, I think he's going to have a couple multi-touchdown games, but for him to get 100 in this offense is going to be tough. DJ Chark, I don't even think had a 100-yard game. I think that's the role he's going to fit. And Jahmyr Gibbs going to be getting more targets than Swift did. Yeah, I don't think there's a way.
JB?
This is an easy sell for me. No disrespect to Marvin Jones, but there's a lot of hungry mouths to feed on that Lions team. And I don't think he's going to make it past like 100 on most of these games. So,
Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sell this one. I just don't see it. Too many weapons. Beans.
I'm gonna sell this one as well. I agree with what JB said. There's a lot of mouths to feed. There's a lot of weapons. And I don't know. I just don't think Marvin gets up there that many times.
Marvin Jones with only 100-yard game last year with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, and how many did DJ Chark have?
DJ Chark? I'll check it out right now.
He usually had like 60, 70 yards,
Chark.
I think he had 0.
Hide your lunch money. DJ Chark. The world's hottest. DJ Chark. Man's had
0.
1 100-yard game and 2 90-plus yard games in 2022. DJ Chark.
That's fair. All right, next up. Buy or sell. Cade Cunningham will be an all-star next season.
You guys know how I feel about Cade. You know I think Cade's going to be great. But the all-star is somewhat a popularity contest. There's still people kind of hating on Cade. So I'm going to have to go with the sell. Nothing against Cade. But again, you have to climb that mountain. You got to get the respect both from the fans and the players around him to earn that nod. So I think he's got to prove himself. Although I think he will. But 1 year, 2 years is asking a lot for that to be proven.
Yeah. Lucas?
I'm buying. I think I can see what you're saying about Cade and the kind of the negative perception, but I think Monty, just with the Pistons overall, changes that. And I'm trying to think of the guards in the East that, like, at their top game versus Cade at their top game that are truly better, and there's not that many, so I'm buying it.
Yeah. JB?
I think I might be with Lucas on this one. I think I might buy this one as well, just because I've seen the workout videos that he's been doing right now. He's putting in a lot of time in the gym, and I just think it's gonna show and pay off this season. So I'm buying it.
Chris?
Oh, this is 100% an easy buy. Every year, NBA Twitter creams himself over a team that wins 30 games, and they just fall in love with this random league pass team that's borderline play-in tournament. And this year, it's going to be the Pistons. They're going to be fun to watch. Cade's going to look great, and I think by proxy of maybe Harden even going west, might even open up another All-Star guard slot. So I think easily Cade is getting in, easily.
Yeah, I'm going to buy that as well. I think with the Monty Williams offense, he's going to have a big jump in his production. He's going to put up numbers. I agree with what Lucas said about the guards in the East not being as stacked as it has been the past couple of years. So give me a buy. Give me a buy on that one. Next up, Jahmyr Gibbs will have more all-purpose yards than Bijan Robinson. Easy.
Ooh, that's a really good one. Honestly, the running back position, especially health, is probably a determining factor in the correct answer to this one. I think Bijan's a little bit more thick. Actually, Sid the kid and I were watching both their highlights, Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs. But with this being a Ben Johnson tailored offense and Jahmyr Gibbs being an investment at as early as what, 8? Mm-hmm. They end up taking him at. I'm gonna have to go with Jahmyr Gibbs. I think there's gonna be a lot more plays drawn up for him. And a lot more.
Yeah.
Would you?
It was 12, right? He was the 12th pick.
I thought it was 12 too, but I don't remember.
Jahmyr Gibbs?
Yeah, 12.
12,
yeah.
yeah.
It was 12, yeah. I want to say 12, but then it didn't feel right. Nonetheless, I'm gonna go with Jahmyr Gibbs. Plus, they got what's his name too?
Algier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lucas, Jahmyr Gibbs will have more all-purpose yards than Bijan Robinson by yourself.
Buy. Just off the receiving yards alone, I think is gonna. But I think we have only 400 or 500 rushing yards, but he's gonna have more than that in the receiving end, whatever it will be. I think Bijan will probably be on 1,100 yard back, but Gibbs more.
JB, dude's already running plays in the slot right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's definitely a buy. The receiving yards are gonna help him out tons, especially in this offensive rookie race. So it's an easy buy.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm buying. That offensive line is going to just make you better. Ben Johnson plus a great offensive line equals lots of stats for a lot of players.
I'm going to buy as well. I think, he's going to get involved more in the passing game than Bijan will.
I'm going to run that
He's
shit
going
back.
to, obviously, he has a 6-game period where one of the biggest weapons is not going to be a part of the team, so he's going to have a lot of time to, get extra touches, go in there, and make some things happen. So I'm going to go buy on that one.
Buy on that one, Greg.
Last one, just off the top of the dome. Jerry Jacobs will be the cornerback 2 by the end of the year.
Ooh.
At the end of the year.
Ooh. No, I think Jerry Jacobs will be cornerback 2 in the beginning of the year. At some point, Emmanuel Mosley probably takes over that job. I'm not discounting Jerry, bro. Why you making me fucking answer this one?
That's what I do here. I ask the tough questions.
Damn it.
Sell. Sell.
Lucas, Jerry Jacobs will be cornerback 2 at the end of the year.
I'm going to sell. I think he might finish up as 3, but I think if anybody were to emerge, it'd be Brian Branch.
JB?
I like that Brian Branch pick, so this is a sell for me as well.
Yep.
And Chris?
Come on, you know what I said last segment. It's a buy. He's going to look great next year. He's going to look great with all those weapons around him.
You're going to love the way you look. I guarantee it.
Well, that was buy or sell.
Whoa.
Let me tell you guys.
No. What's your answer?
I'd be on in the stretch. I'm gonna sell. I think it'll be Emmanuel Mosley at the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't want to sleep on Jerry though, but Mosley just did more.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not sleeping on Jerry either, but Mosley's just the man. Let me tell you guys about Outdoor Equipment Company. Curveball. Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts. Carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Co., your power equipment playground.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Walk into any Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win not one but two vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, one for you and one for your wife, girlfriend, or best bud. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Easy on the Woodward Sports Network. Dun, 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 dun.
I do what I mean. I did.
You're trying to do the Disney thing?
Yeah. I did make Joaquin, Charles. I don't know if we got Commander Dale or not. And Dos Dion. I made them all do that shit in the back on the green screen.
Yeah.
Because I can do it for the heavyweights. I'll make that edit. I gotta
Still
give
cook
Justin
that
how to
up.
make it. Yeah, they cook that up. Welcome back to Woodward Sports. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Easy. That's at Speedy Sports _ at Spin More Racks. At Spin More Racks. I'm Chris, the TD booth, the real Chris Blatty.
Not the fake one.
Not the
It's a
fake.
Bears fan.
Sid the Kid, aka at Believe Me Later. What is the? Because you have Lucas Woodward too.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm definitely gonna be posting more on Believe Me Later.
Okay.
Especially like my takes, authentic takes.
On Believe Me Later.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's where to find
And
it.
we have, what was the name we went with? Spike B.
Spike B.
aka JB up next. Make sure you guys give him a follow too. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. Next on today's show sheet was, we probably should have started with this one.
Yeah.
The Celtics have made calls about Isaiah Stewart.
About Beeford Stewart.
Here's from Brian Robb originally says, new, a league source tells Massive Live that Celtics have been active in trade talks ahead of 2023 NBA draft as they explore potential tweaks to their supporting cast. I should have just read James Edwards. Yeah. Heard they, I said another one that was actually better from someone else, but it says, heard they and others made calls to Detroit asking about Isaiah Stewart. I don't see the Pistons moving B-Stew, period, at all, period, says the young GOAT James Edwards. And also James Edwards says, fall at Speakeasy Sports _ Spinny eats hot dogs. He says a lot of teams call. Huh?
I said I've been known to eat a hot dog.
There's a lot of teams. The Travis City Knights get crazy. A lot of teams called Detroit during the 2021 draft when it landed Stewart. He's viewed well around the league. Beef Stew is that glue piece. He is that six man off the bench, the energizer. I think the Pistons kind of view him that same manner too. That's why you make the trade for James Wiseman and Marvin Bagley, who could also potentially play that four spot for you. I don't know if I'm putting a period at all, period, on the Pistons not moving Beef Stew. I think that there's a log jam in that backcourt, or front court, I should say, and someone's got to go. Beef Stew, I know, is probably utilized the most. You can count on him the most. James Wiseman, Marvin Bagley seem to be dealing with injury issues throughout their young careers, but I wouldn't be surprised if Beef Stew was moved. I know he wants to, not that he wants to, but sometimes it feels like he is that heart and that grit of that team. You know what I'm saying? The Draymond Green, if you will, in a Pistons fashion. Obviously, there's only one day, but I wouldn't be surprised if Beef Stew got moved just because this is a team that's looking to contend now, and if they could find a piece that lands them in that position more so than they are with Beef Stew, then I don't see why you wouldn't take the opportunity. Zion Williamson. Ooh. Zion and Bojan.
Zion and Bojan.
Zion and Bojan.
Stu
Beef Stew and Bojan.
I don't know. It's
you've been kind of rough on Beef Stew.
I think Beef Stew is he can be your big off the bench. I don't think he'd be a quality starter on a quality team in the NBA. But he, like you said, he can be a great player coming off the bench, can do things defensively, can run small ball 5. So I think I understand why a lot of teams would want him. He's a very versatile piece. You can use him in different ways. Like I said, he's a great rim defender, great at switching on the block and making different things happen. He needs to get a little better at receiving the ball, but he's a guy that can do a lot of different things for you on the basketball court. So you can see why a lot of different teams want to go out there and get him. He is a guy that could be your Kevon Looney. He is a guy that can be your Grant Williams. Like, it's a guy out there that can guard multiple decisions. He's shown that he can knock down threes. He still needs to get a little bit better at that, but he's shown that he is capable of doing it, and he's capable of getting better at shooting. So I understand why teams want him, and I understand why the Pistons would want to keep him.
Chris?
Yeah, I mean, look, if you don't extend him, like if you can't come to terms on a contract extension, then I think, you start to entertain it, because a guy that, is valuable around the league and is viewed highly around the league for all the reasons that we outlined, yeah, you look and see what you can get, see what the market is. But at the end of the day, I think he's a good player to have on this roster. I think they will come to an extension. I think they view him as a very important piece of this franchise going forward. And if you are looking to trade him, man, look elsewhere than Boston. Like, Boston, I'm sorry, they're going to be a good team for the next few years at least. So a first round from them is going to be likely in the 20s. And if this guy is viewed highly around all 30 teams in the NBA, or roughly around that, you could probably get a middling team like a Dallas or Orlando that just wants a piece, or Atlanta that wants a piece to just be a little bit better than they are now. And that's probably a higher draft pick compensation. So I think if there is a Beef Stew deal, it's probably not Boston, but likely I think he's going to stay with Detroit. I think Detroit values him a lot.
What is the value of Beef Stew in the market?
He is worth a first. He is worth a first, a protected first. I mean, you're not giving an unprotected first unless it's a situation where you don't have many firsts to trade, so you unprotect that pick so that you can still move other picks elsewhere. But he's worth about where he was drafted, honestly. When you look at it right now, like, he's played to be a good role player, but he's probably not. He's probably a lottery protected first. So anything outside of the lottery in a first, you could go for him, which is about what you got him for. So realistically, again, I don't see that move happening unless you know for sure that he's going elsewhere and you can't reach an extension. But he's a restricted free agent, so that's why I think all signs lead to him just staying in Detroit right now.
Yeah, I gotta be honest too. Like, I'm actually in agreement. I didn't come to that solution for myself, but I think you're 100% right on. Like, he's probably worth like a protected first, right around like where he was taken later in the draft. But the Pistons, that's not a value to the Pistons right now. This is a team that wants to hit the ground running and actually compete next year, not bank on a later first that may not even become a first round pick that you actually select on because the protections around it too. So, in all actuality, I think Chris and you were both like on the button. I don't think that he's going anywhere, but I don't think the Pistons should be closed-minded to moving on from if the proper situation presents itself, I guess. If the best, would you throw him in for Zion? Is that something you'd be willing to do?
I mean, if you're telling me I get to take a chance on an all-NBA franchise cornerstone level player like Zion, who I personally don't believe will hold up long-term with his health, but if you're saying all it costs is a Bojan who's a 34-year-old who's not a part of the core and Isaiah Stewart, then you're talking, but realistically, that's just not even close to what he's going for. The whole Zion trade rumor is easy to clarify, is because they want to move up and get Scoot.
Yeah.
So so obviously that excludes the Pistons. Like, I think if Zion were traded, it would be for an opportunity to get another young guy to build around, because you don't trade a blue chip for a non-blue chip. Like, you just don't do that.
Beans.
You just don't do that. It's not smart. It's not good business.
That's fair. I did know that they were trying to move up into the draft.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd move on from Zion for fucking Scoot anyway.
Yeah. The other rumor was Houston wants Zion, but it wasn't that Zion is going to Houston. It was Houston's side showing interest in Zion if they were to sign Harden, trade for Zion, and then
That'd be nasty.
Run out, but
Harden and Zion, if healthy on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Would you trade Zion for Amen? Easy. You're very high on Amen. Would you trade Zion for Amen? Because that's who you'd be able to select at 4.
In what situation? In Detroit Pistons situation?
No, if you're New Orleans though.
Would New Orleans? No, I don't know why they'd even. I think Brandon Ingram's like semi that guard, like a point forward situation there too. So like I don't know.
I asked because you're high on Amen.
Yeah.
So and 4 would get you Amen.
Yeah. No, I think New Orleans is Zion away from like competing. I mean, we've seen this team compete with just like what they have already without Zion healthy. Zion added to that would be fucking nasty. I love Brandon Ingram. I think B.I. is a fucking dog.
Yeah.
So I think you add Zion next to him. And who's Desperado? What the fuck's his last name?
Alvarado.
Yeah.
I like him.
Desperado.
Hey, Trey Murphy is really, really good too.
Yeah.
Trey Murphy's a really
Trey
good player.
Murphy's good.
He's a really
Who's
good
that young
piece. They got a lot
Herb
of talent
Jones?
on
Herb
there.
Jones,
your boy
too.
Herb Jones.
Herb Jones, little glue piece there.
Your boy.
Like they are
Favorite
a healthy
player? You like him
Zion
more than
away
Cade?
from competing in the West.
Yeah,
honestly, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
So I don't know, but would you package beef stew for Zion? Like, what would you attach onto beef stew to go get Zion?
No, I mean
Zion.
Yeah, probably. It depends what the package would be.
You know, by the way, real quick.
What do you? Because it's not. You're not just gonna get it for beef stew and 5. Like that's not gonna be enough to get Zion.
Ooh,
I'm not doing that. Sorry, I like Cam Whitmore too much. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I'm not moving Zion. I know I get Zion's a much better and much more proven product, but again, that health thing is real to me. Like, if you get a guy like Cam at 5, like that's a really, really good pick.
Keaton Serbo on the worst chat. I stay low to my dogs. Let's trade Boyan.
Yeah, fuck Boyan.
I'm low to these guys, but fuck this guy. I might be open to beef stew and 5 for a little action at Zion. I mean,
That's not gonna. You're gonna need more than that.
Beef stew, Zion, Boyan.
Killian. Yeah, no.
Killian's
nothing.
It probably hurts the trade.
Yeah, that hurts the value.
Yeah,
for
who said
sure.
Killian?
Fucking Lucas.
God
I just
damn,
want to get him
Sid.
gone.
Sid the kid. Ethan in the box.
Young Ethan.
What does that even come from?
He's gonna cancel himself if he tells
I
you
am
now.
gonna cancel myself.
He fucked up earlier.
Yeah.
Looked dead ass in JB's eyes. And
I
said,
did
"No,
not. I was
Hey,
look-
Ethan.
I was looking at Lucas, bro. I don't even know why I called him Ethan.
Do you agree with him with the beef stew's trade value probably being that protected first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sid, did you have anything on this one? I don't want you to say anything crazy, man.
I honestly, I'm not for it, especially with Boston. The only way I'd want to do a trade with Boston is if they send back Time Lord, and they're definitely not doing that. I just think outside of Duran, like, who do they have that's true rim protection like Isaiah Stewart? And that's valuable to have, especially as a developing team, and he's a huge culture piece. So I think you need to keep him unless you get a high value first round pick, but I just don't see it happening.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, you like that?
Let me tell you guys about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm will offer you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
Right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sends you.
But
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Hi, welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. Thanks for joining us, partner. Like and subscribe. 5-star review. This is easy. I am Spencer. He is Chris. That's Sid. And we have
Sid the
Jay Bussy. So, before we get into this, there has been a lot of trade rumors going on.
You see the new one?
A lot of different things. Yes, I did. Is that what you're sending him right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about the other one first.
Oh, wait, is another one?
So he can get the one that JB just sent?
Yeah, I sent it to Chris.
That's the one? Okay. The other one that is on the prep sheet, if you had your prep sheet.
I never got one.
There's been a lot of talk about Bojan to the Mavs for the 10th pick.
No.
And Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh, well.
So trade Bojan to the Mavs. I think it was Bojan in 31 for 10 and Tim Hardaway Jr.
As much as Bojan be cooking up, the guy they just recently extended, Alec Burks, can cook up too.
Yes, he can.
So as much
Tim Hardaway
as
Jr. is another shooter.
I've enjoyed, but I like Tim Hardaway, but I don't know if he's. Is this disrespectful to say? To tell me if not, but I respect Bojan and Alec Burks just as much, or if not more, as shooters.
Yeah, no.
And the value in that trade would be the number 10 overall pick.
Yes.
Not so much Tim Hardaway Jr. But yeah, I mean, I like Alec Burks enough to where I feel like Bojan could be expendable. As much as I love saying that Fofo Bogdanovic and then everything else that comes along with that one, I am cool because of Alec Burks, and the extension of him shows that they also believe in that piece too. But they also extended Bojan, and they want to compete this year. So I don't know that thing actually goes down, but I think the value in that trade, once again, is a number 10 overall pick, not so much Tim Hardaway Jr. Chris?
Listen, if Anthony Black or Taylor Hendricks are still at the board at 10, I'm doing that either way. If either of those two prospects are there and I can get one of those at 10 to
Anthony
pair,
Black and who else?
Taylor Hendricks and Anthony Black.
Yeah, Hendricks going to be
because Hendricks is projected to go around 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So, if he's there, I'm rushing to the podium. I'm making that call, doing that trade, and getting one of those guys. I think that's the type of talent. Like when they wanted to trade Bojan for 2 firsts, that was probably going to be 2 firsts in the 20s from a team that's contending for a title, right? I'd rather take 1 first in the top 10 than 2 in the 20s. So that's the way I look at it. So I think that would be a huge plus for the Pistons if they could do it. And I think Tim Hardaway could, overpaid, but could at least do a little something on the court for the Pistons this year. So yeah. I'm not mad at it at all. But I also like keeping Bojan because he's an elite shooter.
Yeah, I agree. And then we have another thing that popped up that Jay Bussy sent to us in the chat.
Shout out Jay Bussy.
Shout out Jay Bussy.
The Chicago Bulls are contacting teams engaging their trade interest in Zach LaVine. Easy? How do you feel about that?
I don't know if it was if I was in the Jeff and Gentry pod by myself, or if there's a situation was you and I and Jeff and Studio B.
We were with Chris.
Oh, yeah. Is that who we were with?
Yeah.
Forgot you were there. What's your name again? No, just kidding. Oh, we were with the real Chris Platty. No, I think this was before Chris was here full time. Either way. Oh, it was with Pistons Talk on the Heavyweights podcast. When Zach LaVine was like kind of being rumored back then too.
Yeah.
I would love the light skin combination / sensation of Kay Cunningham and Zach LaVine. That shit would be nasty, bro. Like Jaden shot the 3-ball way better than I expected. But Zach LaVine shoots the 3-ball consistently better than
and he's big.
Huh?
He's a big guy too.
Bigger body. Shits on people in the paint.
Yeah, we know how athletic he is.
Yes. I'm open to this all day. If you're the Pistons and you're talking about wanting to compete like ASAP, and I don't necessarily know that you have to give up a haul to get him, but I'm all day open to Zach LaVine, and I hope a call is at least made to see what's good. I know there's gonna be a call made. Troy always just pokes around just to see. That'd be fucking huge though. I think that'd be huge for the Pistons.
Chris?
I cannot believe I'm saying this because I've been the guy that has dogged Zach LaVine for years, but I would 100% make that call. I'm not sure if I would do it. It would depend on the package, but I find it very hard to believe that the teams that Zach LaVine has been linked to, the Lakers and stuff like that the Pistons can't easily beat that offer because that contract is sort of in the same tier as Bradley Beal. We're going to see a lot of these big star players move this summer, but their contracts aren't really looked at as favorable, especially with the new CBA. And Zach LaVine, with his big contract and his injury history, I don't think they're going to get quite the bag that they would expect to get, or that you would expect to get looking at the previous big trades that have happened in the NBA. So if it's, if I'm getting Zach LaVine for 70 cents on the dollar, I'm very much looking into that. The only downside is that he's not as big as I would like my 3 to be, which would mean that you kind of lose some of the advantage that having Cade at the 1 is, because I feel like with Zach LaVine, Cade would end up guarding 3s, and that kind of takes away the advantage of having Cade at the 1, where he is just going to bully ball and be a lot bigger than than
you
his
think
matchup.
Play the 3
yeah, he's going to play the 2. What are you talking about right now?
I think he would play the 3 because Zach LaVine defensively.
You're out of your mind right now. He plays the 2 right now.
Who, Cade?
No, LaVine.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, Cade would end up playing the 3.
Oh, you think you're keeping Ivy in the situation?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be the goal of it. That would be the goal of it, in my opinion.
I would keep Ivy and acquire Zach LaVine.
I was looking at a package without Ivy.
I know you're looking at packages.
If Ivy is involved in the trade package for Zach LaVine, I'm out 100%. But if it's picks and maybe a young guy or 2 or some players, then yeah, like if it's a 5th pick and something, that's when I start to entertain the 5th pick. 5th pick is a very good pick in the draft. So, and this is a very good draft. So, I would try to do that. But if Ivy's on the table, then no, I'm back out again.
Yeah, you're out of your rabbit ass mind. You think that deal's going down by keeping Ivy?
I think 5 would be real. 5 and some draft capital would be realistic. Again, I don't think LaVine, Beal, these guys are going to go for what you think they're going to go for.
I can see the situation with Beal. He's been in like a lot of losing situations, but
yeah, Beal way less than LaVine, but still LaVine. People are worried about his his knees, and the contract is looked at as not
his injury
favorable.
History, his contract, I don't know if you'd be able to get him without giving up Ivy though.
Without giving Ivy,
yeah.
So,
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
No. Ivy and Stu.
No.
For LaVine and the protected. No, or a second.
Yeah. What? No.
Nah. I'm doing it.
You look at the packages for guys like DeJounte Murray and Rudy Gobert and shit like that.
Well, DeJounte Murray, like younger than, right? 25, 26.
To be fair, I don't think you should ever look at the Rudy Gobert
That's fair.
trade package as like a precedent or like a baseline of what you should or shouldn't do.
That was a fleece.
Yeah,
but
that was the wildest.
The DeJounte Murray package, I feel like that would be something equatable to what Zach LaVine would be going for.
That was 2 unprotected firsts. I mean, look, I think a 5th overall pick and a 1st is more valuable than 2 unprotected, because what's the chances either of those 2 are close to 5?
Well, I don't think the Pistons can give up any more protected picks just because of the situation they're waiting on with OKC, or it was New York, I think.
That pick's likely to convey this year. But you can also do what Miami did and go back to the table and negotiate with New York. Hey, we'll give you like a couple additional seconds if you change the protections on this pick. So that's like another way about it. But yeah, I wouldn't give more than the 5th pick for Zach LaVine.
Brother, I love Jaden Ivey. I love the love he has for the city. The whole backstory with his mom. Zach LaVine, the injury concerns from you guys? Sure. In the 82-game season, played 77 games last year. Shot 37% from 3. 24 points average per game. I mean, you're talking like a true like scoring guard that you're putting alongside Cade, and the guy that you can consistently count on to shoot that 3 ball and shoot the ball in big-time moments.
Yeah.
If I'm a Pistons front office and I had to make that decision, giving up Ivy, because again, I don't even know about the fit of Cade and Ivy, or Jaden Ivey and Cade alone right now. I'm pulling the trigger on that one. I'm sorry. I'm pulling the trigger on that all day.
You should be sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sorry. All the numbers are there. All the facts behind it. Zach LaVine. Put it to you this way, too. I'd say Lonzo was a comp to Cade there for a minute. I'd probably go more Cade this time. Lonzo probably a little bit better defender, too. But healthy Lonzo alongside Zach LaVine was a 2 seed in the East. And I feel like Cade and Lonzo are similarly comparable. Cade probably a little more skilled offensively.
Definitely.
Put Zach LaVine on that. I think you're talking 5th, maybe even higher seed. Jalen Duren head into his situation too. Cam Whitmore at that number 5 overall pick. Like you're building something out there at that point.
You think you're just getting him for Ivy straight up? Like,
No, Ivy's straight. Here's the point. Ivy's the A side of that trade. So I don't know that you have to give up too much more other than Ivy to get LaVine, especially if knees are a concern and contracts are concerned. Like, Ivy is the plus side of the situation. Ivy is definitely still that star caliber player. LaVine's just a star caliber player who's also a better fit and more like just ready to go. Like, you're going to win games. You bring Zach LaVine to the situation. I'm doing it.
Can't hate it. I wouldn't trade Ivy for him, though, personally.
Yeah.
But let me tell you guys about Big Boy, because Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. Try the classic breakfast items like some strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try their strawberry bacon chicken wrap or cool off with the refreshing summer splash salad. And don't forget to grab dessert, including their berry delicious classic strawberry pie, deep fried vanilla Oreos, or strawberry hot fudge cake, and more at Big Boy.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on an audio platform, leave a 5-star review. For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy, I'm Spencer Raxter. We got Chris Platty in the TD booth and JB Smooth on the ones and twos. We just got done talking about little trade scenarios, possible trade scenarios for the Pistons, what's going on there. Is that like is the Zach LaVine one the best you've heard so far? Is that the one that
I love
gets you the hardest?
Honestly, yeah. Zion, I love what Zion could be. Hasn't consistently been that or readily available to be that. Zach LaVine has, and I get there's concerns about the knees, but again, last year's season alone, in an 82-game season, played 77 of them, 37% from three, 24 points per game. And when he and Lonzo are on the court together, again, 2 seed in the East, I think you're looking at something similar here in Detroit, if not a better team in Detroit, because you got the Jalen Duren situation too, and whatever you end up picking at 5, maybe 5 becomes more expensive at that point, and you go get you a solid like forward, but we still got the money to go get that solid forward either way, whether it's Jeremy Grant or Cam Johnson. Like, dog, I think it's how you want to look at it, I guess, and how you believe the fit of Cade and Ivy are. And you guys know I've been well documented in how I don't necessarily think that's going to be the greatest fit in terms of like winning championships.
Yeah.
I think LaVine is. I think LaVine is that prototype you want to put alongside Cade Cunningham, a true just scoring guard that doesn't need the ball in his hand. He just fucking yeet for 3, and Cade can do what he's got to do too. You got Jalen Duren grabbing the boards in situations they miss it, and then grab someone who can stretch the floor. Just another athletic piece in Cam Whitmore. I fucking love that idea, honestly.
Again, I don't know if it's just going to go down straight up Ivy for LaVine.
You think they got to give up more to get LaVine?
Yeah, than just Jaden Ivey. Yeah, I think so. And I wouldn't do it. Like I said, I probably wouldn't do it.
I think Ivy's the A side of this trade because of what I know that Ivy can be a superstar in this league. Better odds of competing for a championship.
Who has higher potential for a 6 seed?
No, it'd be higher than 6 seed. It'd be at least 4.
At least 4?
Yeah.
Just adding Zach LaVine?
Yes.
That's
Monty Williams. Zach LaVine, almost like a. Can someone pull up? Can you pull up Devin Booker's 3-point percentage?
Yeah.
Can I make that comp in a Monty Williams offense?
No.
Devin Booker's bugging.
Way bigger.
Dude, he's Jason Tatum.
He's Jason Tatum.
You said Devin Booker's got a bigger bag?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Devin Booker has a much bigger bag than Zach LaVine.
But as a scheme fit, though,
Booker
Levine
shot.
and Monty's. Booker shot what?
Oh my god, that was the last game. I was like, no fucking way.
Go to game log and then go to 2022-23.
Yeah, he shot 35% from 3 on 6 attempts.
All right, I'm looking up Levine. Levine shot 37% on. Hold on, mate. I gotta scroll all the way down here. Where's my attempts? On. That can't be right. Where's the average?
Booker is also a much better defender than Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
So like Zach LaVine has been statistically one of the worst defenders in the NBA at points. So that has to be a big factor as well.
Where do I see LaVine's average 3-point shots?
It's right next to 3-point percentage. Are you on Basketball Reference?
Yeah.
3PA. This is attempts per game. 2021. He wasn't an All-Star last year?
Who? Booker?
Injury. He was injured, yeah.
I was about to say, what?
Can you pull it? I can't find it on this one.
I got you. Keep talking.
For LaVine. Yeah, no, I'm doing this. And then if you want to make the argument, we're not competing for a championship.
And he's 28.
You're not competing for a championship now. What?
He's 28.
LaVine?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
He
percentage.
has 7.1 attempts. He shot 37%.
So even on more attempts, shot a higher percentage.
Yeah.
And it's Monty Williams' offense. Bro, this is a 4 seed. You're
Listen,
looking at a 4
Zach
seed
LaVine
situation.
is a good player. Like, no one here is debating that. I just don't think he raises your ceiling that much, that
agree.
drastically.
Oh, he
and
does.
at the end of the day, you're building, you're a young team and you're far away. You're far away.
It is. What do you mean, Chris? This is a team that had the worst record in the NBA. Your ceiling is being raised tremendously.
Yes, but that's what I mean. That also means you're far away, and I'm not making a move like that if I'm far away. I'm not speeding up the time. I'd rather
I don't
take
think we're far away.
7 to 8 years of Jaden Ivey.
You don't think we're far
making
away?
less?
No. I don't think you guys understand like what I think of Cade Cunningham.
You don't think he's going to be an All-Star, but you think Zach LaVine makes them a 2 seed?
Well, because it's more than just being good than being an All-Star. There's the politics of it too. That's a whole different situation. Damian Lillard only has what, fucking 2
So what is
All-Star
this team
bids?
next year if they don't get Zach LaVine?
They don't get Zach LaVine. 10 seed.
A 10 seed,
9
but
seed,
Zach
maybe?
LaVine makes them at least a 4 seed?
Absolutely, yes.
That's kind of crazy to me.
How is that crazy?
Because
He's
like
he's a much more efficient 3-point shooter. He's even more efficient 3-point shooter than Devin fucking Booker.
last year, and Devin Booker is also a better scorer. He's better defensively. He's got more of a bag. Like Zach LaVine, he's a good
with
player.
Monty
but
Williams as your coach, especially.
I'm not mortgaging my future for this
You're
guy.
not mortgaging your future. You're just cashing in a piece you already have. For
Jaden
another piece
Ivey's
that's
not
ready
a
to
piece
go.
of the future.
Luka. Whoops. LaVine could be your piece of the future too.
He's 28.
But that means nothing. LeBron didn't win his first championship till he was like 29, or till he was 28.
Yeah, but that does. They're not winning the champion. He doesn't fit the timeline with the rest of the guys. He's not going to grow and build with the rest of those guys.
He can fit the timeline. This shit
How?
ain't
He's
done
7 years older than the rest of them. Like
that doesn't mean nothing.
When
He's still ready
Cade's
to
in
ball
his
right
prime,
now.
he's going to be 35.
No, Cade's going to be in his prime like
in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, he's not going to be 35.
He'll be 33.
31. He'll be 31. He's 28 right now. Come on,
turning 29.
Come on, brother. I would 100%. Again,
and what is his contract's crazy too.
That's fine. We got a team full of rookie contracts. Like, I'm 100% doing this. If I want to compete, if I'm logging in 2K right now and I want to go win a championship, I'm trading for Zach LaVine.
Yeah, he's under contract, and so he's got a player option in 2026.
Bro, like the fit alone.
You're paying him $40 million a year.
Before even acknowledging the fact that Monty Williams would be the coach that had the fucking, because all right, Zach LaVine's been Zach LaVine the same way Devin Booker's been Devin Booker until Monty Williams got a hold of Devin Booker, then that whole situation elevated. I think that same situation could take place with a player like Zach LaVine, who shoots just as efficient as Devin Booker. You have a great playmaking guard, a big guard like Cade Cunningham. You have Jalen Duren to grab the boards. Whatever piece you can grab there at pick number 5. Beef stew coming off the bench and or starting. I really think you could have like at least a 4 seed and continue to mold it, because next year's going to be another year for Cam Whitmore to make his jump. Cade and whatever situation needs to go down.
I mean, like I said, he's a great 3-point shooter, and I think he'd be a good fit next to Cade, but I'm not saying Zach LaVine would make this team a 4 seed.
Because I almost feel like you get LaVine plus some, because I think that highly of Ivey. I think Ivey is the A side of the trade. You got a younger guy on a cheaper deal that could be just as good, just in a different role.
Yeah. I just don't think Zach LaVine does enough to make this team a 4 seed next year. That's where I think you're a little out of bounds.
I mean, we obviously disagree on that one, but I think he could.
But that'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platforms, leave a 5-star review. For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy, Zach LaVine's biggest fan. We got Chris Platty in the TD booth, JB Smooth, and Lucas Klotz on the 1s and 2s. I am Spencer Exter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.